I want to have assets that will appreciate as the dollar is devalued, as it's debased. So I do own gold, but my focus is truly on Bitcoin, as you know, and that's why I opened the Bitcoin Opportunity Fund. And so all of my excess capital is kind of pointing towards that
Hmm.
personally now. So, but I do have nothing against gold, though I do believe that we are seeing the beginnings of Bitcoin demonetizing gold. And will gold go to zero? Absolutely not. It will. It will. I think it will retain that store of value in the global universe of investable assets of $900 trillion. Gold is
Right.
about 18 right now, and Bitcoin is about two. So, but I do believe that Bitcoin is going to catch up to it and be that ultimate store of value for people in the
And with
future.
that, you see James Lavish. He's sitting there telling you why Bitcoin is important. And if you haven't put your studying in on what Bitcoin is and how it's going to revolutionize the digital monetary system, you're going to miss the boat. Do your due diligence, put in the work, put in the hours. We have a clip before this video is out. Michael Saylor's telling you what he would do if he was younger in today's world. So make sure you watch this to the end. And with
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy, MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
you see Bitcoin's trading right below 101.8. Now people are calling for lower price action down to the 70s. Could Bitcoin see lower price action? What do we see? What do we anticipate? So as you see right here, we hit our head on this purple line once, twice, came back, didn't hold it, fell below, hit our head for a third time, fell down to this downwards resistance white line, and then came back up, retested it yet again, fell back down to this white line, then came back up, held above it, and then wicked below it down to this downwards descending white line, and then fell back below this purple line once again and came back and back tested it. So what can we see in the short to midterm? This is the level to pay attention to around the 98.2 range. We rallied back up to this purple line. Could this get pushed back down to this white line? And then could we fall through this back test and ultimately fall back down to the mid to high 80s? That's what we see if that is what's going to play out. Coming down to no lower than 88,000, but we could be coming back down as a retest, and we could bounce off this trend line before we ultimately stay above this purple line, flip resistance to support, and have continuation to the upside to put in yet another new all-time high. People are bearish, but this is not a bearish consolidation. Looking at this, you see we hit our head once, come up twice, fake out, broke through and had a breakdown and a retest of this red line. And look at the volume candles held this level as well, along with the horizontal support. And look at this could be a bump and run pattern in the works. And look at breaking news. The state of Arizona has been the first state in the nation to pass out of committee a bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It's starting to happen with a lot of states in the United States showing this type of interest, but Arizona has just made history. And Vancouver passes a Bitcoin-friendly city motion directing staff to explore creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve and accepting Bitcoin payments for everything from parking tickets to property taxes. So you see this is going to be the money. This is the legal tender. It's starting to happen in multiple places around the world. And right here, pro-Bitcoin Scott Bessick finally confirmed as the Secretary of the Treasury of the United States. So this is just becoming more and more bullish day after day. The whole House, Senate, presidential cabinet, president of the United States is a large proponent and supporter of Bitcoin. Are you? Satoshi Flippers weighing in. Speaking of the president, Donald Trump's project World Liberty Fi just bought some more Ethereum. They spent $5 million. So this is definitely bullish for ETH. Are you stacking up? Is alt season around the way? And look here. Speaking of Bitcoin, we got to talk about MicroStrategy. The current time it's recording. After hours, we're up almost $1 at $348 per share. And taking a look at the price action, what do we see? What do we anticipate? Now, what we can see here is this could be some type of big inverse flag pattern. You see this could be textbook. I have this as an ABC correction, but if we look at this in this capacity where the candle body closes are, we got to zoom into this price action. Could we see lower price action? Potentially, yes. But let's make this bigger and let's draw a trend line from the peak down to the very bottom. And if we pull this over to where the flagpole would start, it'll be pulling this down to here as far as where this B leg started. And where would this technical target take us down to? This potentially could take us down to roughly the $165 range. Could we see that? Would that still be bullish? Would MSTR still be a buy? Potentially, but you have to look at this uptrend as well. Could this fall short and fall down to this level here around the 240, 250 range? That's a possibility, and this still could be an ABC correction and a bump and run reversal. This could just be a huge ABC correction before we have a continuation, but this could be also a rounding bottom because this could be bottoming out. We put in a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We have to hold this uptrend. The trend's your friend to the end. We want to break from this downwards resistance. So right now, at the current time of this recording, where this would be today would be around $396. So could we see a $400 MicroStrategy price target in the near future? And look here, this could also be an inverse head and shoulders pattern that could be playing out. There's a shoulder, there's the head. This could be the right shoulder that's forming. And then where this technical target could be from this reversal pattern could be where this breakout target will take us. That will take us up to over a $500 MicroStrategy. So definitely bullishness. It's better to be in the market than out of the market. There's a lot of bullishness that's happening behind the scenes with White House and the governing officials of the United States. But let's hear from Michael Saylor, the CEO and founder of MicroStrategy, and see what he would do if he was his younger self. Let's hear from Michael.
If I was speaking to my 20-something self, I would probably encourage them to study the essence of monetary economics, Austrian economics, and what is money. Because I think that most of us don't consider what money is. And I think oftentimes, like I was raised in a family, like there's a Christian trope, money is the root of all evil. Right, there's a large segment of our civilization where people say money is the root of all evil. You shouldn't want it, and then the rest of the civilization doesn't know what it is, and they don't think much about it. But actually, monetary economics have determined the rise and fall of empire after empire after empire, and not if you don't fully grasp it, you can work 10 times harder and still fail. And so no amount of expertise and hard work and discipline and luck will save you from a lack of understanding of monetary economics and the consequences of a exponentially decaying currency. So I would probably hand myself a book on Austrian economics and say, focus upon this and understand the implications. But I'm ashamed to say I really came late in life to an appreciation of how important this is. Better late than never, but I spent a lot of time focused upon other things. You could be the best business person in the world and a genius in every respect, but if the economic system around you collapses, it was all for naught.